Welcome to camp. I hated to get started without you, but daylight is fading fast. It's about 5:15, 5:20 in the afternoon. Sunset's here about 7. I got to get the tent set up, got to get the tarp set up, and we need to find some firewood because I want to have a fire tonight. I cut out of work a little earlier today. It was just too nice. How can you say no to a 70-degree afternoon in January? But it is cooling down quick. We're kind of down here in this bottom. Cold air sinks, always remember that. I'm gonna get busy, and I'll get back to y'all when I get everything finished up. I despise guidelines. Just want to throw that out there. All right. Well, I think that looks real nice. That's real nice, Clark. The weird thing about a front vestibule tent is that it makes it difficult to set it up underneath the tarp. So I kind of like this configuration. I've kind of got room off to the side. I've got room off to either side. That far point of the tarp is kind of meeting the back of the tent. You really get the most coverage you possibly can, I think. We've got enough time. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to get the tent put together before we go and find some wood for tonight. So let's get that done. Now, although this tent is super lightweight, as you can see, it doesn't leave much for storage. So you just kind of got to do the best you can and remind yourself that we brought it because it weighs less than 2 pounds. And after working all day, digging ditches, that's kind of what I'm most concerned with. So we're going to throw that right there. Extra tent stakes, camera gear, snack for later, clothes. We're about to pop some of that on because it's getting chilly. Tonight's dinner. So because it was so warm today, I did not pack out any food that would have to be kept cold because you just can't do it. Saw, we're gonna need that later. Pot, gas, sleeping pad, big Agnes Repeat SL, pillow, and sleeping bag. Mountain Hardware Shasta. You've seen all this before. I kind of get in my moods where I want to use certain gear. Helinox table, knife in case we need a baton. Helinox chair 0. And last but not least, my camp light, which I'll probably hang right above us. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Got our little thermometer along with us. I'm probably gonna put my pack right there. Let's get our chair set up. Have a place to sit instead of crouching around all the time. Man, it is gorgeous. Feels odd to be 70 degrees in January, but I'll take it. Beats the heck out of how it was a couple videos ago where it was like 18 daggum degrees. Oh, Southern man, we don't like that. How's this thing going? This side down. Yes, sir. You better cooperate with me. Make a fool out of me in front of tens of people. All right. Oh, got her chair. Now, like I said, because we don't have a lot of room, I usually stash all my stuff sacks into one bag, kind of keep them centrally located. Let's get our table set up. Now, if you're not familiar with Helinox products, I genuinely suggest you check them out. I am a big fan, and I know a lot of other people are. They are expensive, and as some people on YouTube have found out, and I'm not going to say any names, you know, you can still break them. But I do think they are legitimately high quality. That's our cup, gas, saw, and my guidelines for my tarp. So now that we've got that together, I feel like we've got time to find us some wood. So let's go do that. Oh, so we got us some wood. It ain't the best stuff in the world, but for what we're gonna do with it, it'll be just fine. Whew. Man, it's nice. It's about warm in January. That's the crazy part. I'm gonna get me a, oh, where'd my water go? There it is. Oh, I'd say it's Pop-Tart time. Well, thanks for coming along. Maybe I'll take the camera and show you what I'm seeing. Man, it's good. It's getting chilly. We can call this segment Man Eats Pop-Tart. Make it go viral. I'll see y'all later. Welcome back. So, as you can see, I've got my fleece on because it is a little chilly. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I mean, but I'm about as cold natured as they come. So, I believe it is time to get the tent put together, get our sleeping pad inflated, and get our bag rolled out. Now, because these tents are the way they are, and they're basically like a big tunnel, my advice is when it comes time to blow up your sleeping pad or anything like that, just do it out here. Feed it in. That's the only way you're gonna do it. And you ain't gonna hurt nothing. You'll be completely fine. Now the upside of this tent is there's gear pockets everywhere because you need them. Once you get in there, there ain't no space to do anything else. So let's get this blowed up. This is a 25-inch wide pad, and it all but fits in here. Now, because of where I put the tent and how it's sitting, my head's going to be at that end, be head high. It's very important if you didn't know that. Always try to orientate your head higher than your feet. Pillows next. This is the Cedar Summit Aeros. You've seen me use it before. And like I've said, if you're a big guy like me, you got big, broad shoulders. This is my favorite pillow because of the thickness that you get from it. It's very comfortable. You don't wake up with a crick in your neck the next morning. All right. Throw that in there. We can put this away. We don't need it anymore. And this is my bag. So this is the Mountain Hardwear Shasta. I believe the comfort rating is, it's around 30 degrees. It ain't gonna get anywhere near that cold tonight, but I like it, and so I use it. And just like everybody else, I usually throw a leg out. You know what I mean? Just like when I'm at home. You know what I'm talking about. So we'll just throw it in there, and that'll be it. And I might add, I'm very proud of myself because look what I brought. Daggum coffee. I ain't forgetting that stuff again. Man, it smells good. So because the temperature was what it was today, and I really didn't have any good way to haul out food that needed to be kept cold. This is what we've got tonight. So I know not everybody's a fan of backpacking meals. I would much prefer regular food, but these aren't terrible, and I eat these because they're good. And I'll show you what brand they are, what it is exactly. So these are Peak Refuel. Both of these are what I've got for dinner and what I might eat for breakfast. I'm not much of a breakfast person, but I brought it just in case I needed it. This is chicken teriyaki and rice. I think Peak rehydrates better than any other brand on the market. I'm not a fan of Mountain House. I don't like Alpine Fair or Alpine whatever it is. These are like 11, 12 bucks a piece. I mean, it's not terrible. And I mean, I believe these are yeah, a cup and a third. So less than 2 cups of water. I mean, it's pretty reasonable. But that's going to be dinner. I know, nothing too special, but it is what it is. And I don't mind them. I genuinely don't mind them. So, having said that, let's cook some dinner. So that's my Sea to Summit cup and my pour over. But this is my Toaks titanium cup, towel, lighter, hand wash, another lighter, because I'm usually that kind of person. I lose things. And when you need a lighter, you really need a lighter. You better stay there. Hopefully this is sitting flat enough to where that stove don't go flying. I think we'll be all right. And this is the BRS 3000. That little thing does not want to be on this table. These are the, man, these are the ones you can get on Amazon. And most people genuinely only have good things to say about them. And they're tough. So I'm going to measure out a cup and a third of water. 1 cup and a third. And like always, I brought in 2 liters of water. And I've got my Sawyer squeeze and my Knockvecto. Text from home while you're in the middle of nowhere. Thank you, Verizon. I will say with backpacking meals, it is very important to get your amount of water correct, because if you don't, it ain't gonna hydrate the right way. So rip this off, get this ready to go. Make sure you get these little guys out of there. I mean, or you might like the way that they taste. I'm not real sure. But we'll let that come to a boil, pour it in our bag, and it tells you how long. Need to let it sit. 10 minutes, which is hardly anything. Oh, thanks again for coming. Thanks again for hanging out with me. I finally feel like I'm kind of getting some traction in this whole YouTube deal, which is good. I'm very thankful, and I've got some subscribers now, and I've got people watching in other countries, which blows my mind. I mean, just a normal guy from North Carolina trying to, share what I do with the world, and dadgum if the world ain't watching. So thank you very much. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It is very cool. And, as much as I'm doing this for me, I'm doing it for y'all and putting myself out there. And again, thank you. I do like my Toke's cup. It's insanely light, almost indestructible. But with how small it is, you turn the flame up really high, it'll wrap around the side of the cup. And these little handles right here, they get warm. It's a quick way to burn yourself. So, I mean, if I could have one gripe, I guess that's it. But really not that big of a deal. Oh yeah, we're boiling. Pour your water in there. Take your long-handled spoon. Give it a stir. Close it back up. Wait 10 minutes. I believe she's ready. In about 10 minutes. Maybe I'll try to get this on camera for you. I mean, as far as backpacking meals go, it's good stuff. So, I'm gonna sit here and eat this, and by the time I get done with this, it'll be time to light the fire. We'll sit by it for a little while, and after my 12-hour day plus all this, it'll be time for bed. So, bon appetit. I'm hungry. Let me mention something else, because I hear it when I edit these videos. If you've noticed while I eat, you hear a rhythmic pop every time I chew. It's my jaw. So, I think it's TMJ. I've had it since I was a little kid. Basically, all the cartilage in this joint right here, where my jaw hinges, is gone. It's just bone on bone. And so, when I chew, this might be TMI, but if I can hear it, I know you can hear it. It just is what it is. And if it ever gets to the point where it starts to hurt, which it doesn't, surgery, break my jaw, reset it, mouth be wired shut for 6 months. Needless to say, it don't hurt. It won't ever hurt. I'm gonna eat this. I'll see y'all later. That didn't last long at all, but it was good. I want to light that fire. I'm gonna light my fire, get it going good, get my beverage out of the refrigerator. I'm gonna sit by the fire and enjoy myself. It is a gorgeous night in the middle of January. Temperature's comfortable. It's not raining. It's not windy. Don't get no better than that. Let's get that fire lit. Here are the fire lighters I like to carry. They're not anything special. Pine Mountain Extreme Start. I've used these. They're decent. I wouldn't call it extreme. I carry a few. You never know. And I believe I get these at the old food line. So, yeah, something to think about. Let's get the fire lit. And I got some kindling. I don't know how good it's going to be. This side up, you got it. I got confidence. But we'll just have to see how she goes. Oh, you mind if I come sit with you? That's the Nightcore NU25, I think. Really like that headlamp. Ultra light. It's been a good one for a long time. First try. It's almost like I knew what I was doing. I apologize for the smoke. Luck would have it, I'd put you in the 10-degree window. The smoke will naturally go. I love to watch a fire. It's hypnotic in a way. The colors, the way the flames dance. Ever since I was a little kid, I think it's something that I could just sit and stare and watch for hours. Might want to save this one. I'm going to need something to poke it with. That's what she said. Oh, I want to take a moment and ask y'all some things. So, one, I'm curious as to the length of content. You know, here lately, my camp videos, they've all just ended up being about an hour long. Now, me personally, I can sit and watch a video that's an hour long. And I'm thinking that if I watch videos like that, maybe the people who watch my channel would like that. So if you're into that kind of thing, hour-long video, just kind of slow-paced, you know, just a legit camp experience, let me know in the comments down below. You know, help me out, give me some clarification as to what it is that y'all like to see. You know, I'm new to this. I feel like I say that all the time. I'm not really using it as a crutch or like a disclaimer. I don't know. I do kind of, I do kind of feel like it is that way, but at the same time, I don't. But I hope y'all are enjoying it. I know today was a little different. I got a late start, and I just went into my normal routine, setting up camp, just get after it, get it done. I was like, oh crap, I never hit record. So, you know, it is what it is. We got us a fire now, ladies and gents. You can feel it too. It's quite nice. Maybe if you huddle up on your phone screen or your TV or however you're watching this, you might be able to feel it. You probably won't. I'm gonna let that burn down a little bit and we'll start throwing the big stuff on there. Give it all the wood. That's what she said. What do you think of the tarp setup? I like it when it's like that. Thing's pretty jam up, if I'm honest. Cheers to you and yours and everything you hold dear. That is mighty fine. Well, I'm going to sit here and enjoy this fire a little while longer. And I'll catch you again when I'm in the tent and time to go to bed. So, thank you again for hanging with me. Hope you've enjoyed it this far. And I'll see you in a few. Well, I'm getting in bed. I'm pretty tired. So, again, Pat is the Big Agnes Repeat SL. I know I use it all the time, but I just like it. It's a good pad. It's comfortable. It's warm. I mean, why fix it if it ain't broke? Bag, the pillow. You all seen it when I unpacked it. So I wish I was one of those channels where, use something different every time, but just ain't like that. So I'm going to pass out because that's exactly what this is going to be. I'll see you in the morning. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for hanging with me this long. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Oh, it's about 10 till 7. 60 degrees outside right now. It's pretty nice. I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna make some coffee. So I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Let's get some coffee made. Got the old coffee drip. I ain't woke up yet. Seems to be a common theme with me in the mornings. Oh, and do I want breakfast? I don't know. Like I've told y'all before, I'm just not much of a breakfast kind of person. Give me some coffee and let's roll, Let's get shit done. Probably not. Heavy dew this morning. I was getting woke up and kind of getting situated. First thing I do when I wake up in the mornings, and I know I'm not, not going to try to lay there and go back to sleep or just relax or whatever. I'll go ahead and pull all the air out of my pad, out of my pillow, so it can just kind of be ready to go when it's time to pack up camp. I kept hearing little rain, like little drips. And I was like, what in the world? Because I know it didn't rain last night. It was perfect last night. And I got out here and kind of popped the tarp. I don't know if you can see that or hear that. Heavy condensation. And that ain't just for me. It's because of the mild temperatures we had last night. Oh, yeah, you don't get this this kind of weather very often in January. Just wait till August when it's 100 degrees and 95% humidity. This is Black Rifle Coffee Company, Spirit of 76. I like it pretty good. I will say though, as much as I love coffee, I'm not a coffee snob. It doesn't have to be a certain kind of thing. Uh, Matter of fact, I was drinking, what's it called? Clover Valley. I think it comes out of the Dollar Tree. We got one close to our house, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Uh, get the pods from a Keurig. I don't give a damn. Just make sure it's hot. Hold the sugar. Throw a little creamer in there for me. Ain't got to be nothing special. I do like the system. It's very, what would you say? Just easy compared to, now you are left with a mound of coffee grounds. Cheers to a beautiful morning. Good night at camp. Decent night's sleep. I'll be real honest with you. And I'm going to say this because I know if you're watching this channel, you probably camp or you have camped or, it's probably something you're familiar with. But in my haste yesterday afternoon, I didn't even do my intro until the tent was pretty much already set up. I came around this corner, trail comes in right through here, comes up around us. Saw this spot, had a little fire pit, got a pretty little creek right behind you. I was like, that's it, that'll do. And good, decent spot, had some trees where I could lay out my tarp, and that spot ain't flat. It's running uphill. So in these style of tents, what I generally like to do is put my head down at this end because it's bigger, feels less claustrophobic, and put your feet down on yonder end where, your feet don't need room. It's not how that worked out. That's the high side. So always put your head high. And so that's how I slept. So I slept with my head in the little end, feet in the big end. And all night, I mean, I don't know what the incline is, whether it be 1/4%, 0.5%. I don't think it takes much. But put yourself on a sleeping pad in a, you know, in a bag or quilt for that matter, I'm sure, like a 7D, 10D nylon. You're going to slip and slide down that baby all night. And that's what I did. So I'd shuffle myself up. Then I guess through the night I'd slide down and I'd wake up and I'd just be like crunched up down here at the bottom, which sounds drastic. You're probably looking at it like, there's no way. It's not at that much of an angle, but it doesn't take much. But it was still good. You got to take the good with the bad. Be flexible. Be versatile. Woo, I'll put lead in your pencil. Oh. Man, that's good. Can you hear that? That is tasty. Let's make us another one. Fire in the hole. Oh shit. Might have to beep that out. Or keep it. Just depends on how we're feeling. I told you this ground looks flat, but it ain't. I might not have boiled myself enough water there. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Man, this is crazy. This is the 3rd or 4th camp video I've done. Probably going to be the 10th or 11th I've put out on the channel. And it's kind of mind-blowing to me. Never thought I'd be doing this and putting it on YouTube and enjoying it, honestly. But I am, and it's wild. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I am getting, people starting to comment. I'm starting to get a steady flow of, new subscribers every time I release a video, so that's cool. Somebody commented a while back on a video and compared what I was doing to somebody else that I watch. They didn't know that the person they were referring to, I watched them also. But that kind of made my day. And I'm not going to say who it was, and I'm not going to say who they referenced. If you're curious, you can look back in old videos and see it. But that was huge for me because the person that they referenced, I generally enjoy watching his stuff. It's kind of a long format, very slow paced, just very, kind of the real deal experience of camping, because you have moments where you're busy. You have moments where it's go, 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 troubleshoot this issue, fix this problem. And then you have the very low key moments where it's relaxed and it's perfect, like this. And he kind of captures all of that, and it's very real, and it's very true to form, and it was a huge inspiration for me. To start my channel and to give me the confidence that I needed to put myself out there, open myself up to criticism. And I say that as like it was like an irrational fear that I had. I haven't gotten any criticism at all, oddly enough. But from the bottom of my heart, like always, thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Ask me questions. You see a piece of gear you've got questions about, drop it down in the comments. I'll reply. I'm a very personable person. I like to think that I have a fairly good sense of humor. I can take a joke. Usually try to keep it lighthearted. But like normal, I'm going to sit here and drink this last cup of coffee, get changed, and I'll time-lapse breaking down camp, and I'll do my outro. I don't really have an outro. Who am I kidding? But you'll see me do all that, and another camp in the books. So thank you, and I'll see you next time. last camp. Um, everything is wet, so when I get home, tarp's gonna have to be dried out, tent's gonna have to be dried out. You leave things wet, you don't dry it out, it's gonna breed mold. Things are gonna start to delaminate, and your gear's gonna be ruined. So one thing I wanted to make sure when I started this channel was to try to teach, try to help people learn. And any moisture whatsoever, if you pack it up wet, just make sure you dry it out. And as you can see, camp, other than a few rustled leaves and some ashes where I had the fire last night, you can't tell that I was here. Pack in what you pack out, clean up your mess, keep our national forest, our state forest clean, and we can continue to use them for years to come. That's a big deal for me. Not only am I an outdoor enthusiast, I'm also a conservationist. I fish, I hunt, I camp. You know, it's our God-given right to sleep underneath the stars, but it's a privilege where we get to do it. Not always the case, but national lands, state lands, that's a privilege, and it can be taken away. So, and I'm not getting into politics. I don't care about your viewpoint on that. But I'm currently standing on a piece of ground that I don't own. You got to take care of it if you want to keep coming back. So that's my little rant for this morning. Thanks again for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like, comment, subscribe. Helps the channel, helps me out. And it motivates me to get out and make more videos. So thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.